¿Qué pasa, amigos? My name is Ash, and today I want to talk about what we know so far about Call of Duty 2019. I wanted to make a video covering COD 2019 because of the new details that have been released over the last couple days, which featured both good and bad news. As many people have probably heard by now, Activision laid off hundreds of employees a few days ago, which amounted to about 8% of their overall staff. While this may seem like an ominous sign for the Call of Duty franchise, it may actually turn out to be a silver lining around this bad situation. As the team at Activision stated during a quarterly earnings call to investors, they will now shift their focus to, quote, owned franchises like Call of Duty. But for now, it's too early to tell whether this massive shift in personnel will help or hurt the Call of Duty franchise in particular. Game developers now tend to have too many hands in the game development pot, and I think the product is suffering because of this trend. Developers like Activision have become far too corporate and are losing their fan base because of it. Will this employee layoff continue this trend, or will we see Call of Duty get back to its old ways? Only time will tell. As far as what we know so far about Call of Duty 2019, we start with the title. While it wasn't 100% confirmed, it is all but certain that this year's installment in the Call of Duty franchise will be called Modern Warfare 4. It's been 8 long years since the release of Modern Warfare 3, and 2019 is Infinity Ward's spot in the 3 developer rotation. A shift back to the iconic Modern Warfare title is exactly what Call of Duty needs right now. Activision also confirmed during their quarterly earnings report that COD 2019, aka Modern Warfare 4, will feature a full-length campaign. This was a spot of controversy with Black Ops 4 as they scrapped a campaign in place of their new Battle Royale mode, Blackout. Many fans, including myself, were upset to hear that Black Ops 4 wouldn't have a campaign, so maybe Infinity Ward will be able to garner some momentum with the game mode's return this fall. With the return of a campaign, this raises the massive question, where does a Battle Royale fit into this equation? Given that Infinity Ward has had an extra year to observe the Battle Royale landscape, I feel it's all but inevitable that they will release a BR. And that inevitability may have been realized when Activision said during their call to investors that the game will feature a, quote, huge and expansive multiplayer world and co-op gameplay. If a huge and expansive multiplayer world with co-op isn't a Battle Royale mode, then I don't know what is. Unless Infinity Ward is pulling off a completely unique style of multiplayer, I think we may have just gotten our confirmation. With that being said, Infinity Ward may pull a Battlefield move here by having the Battle Royale mode drop post-launch. For their sake, I hope this isn't the case, as that would most likely kill the game before it even arrives. But with a game mode as expansive as a Battle Royale, you would expect that there would have to be sacrifices made to get the BR game mode out in time, which is what Treyarch had to do with their campaign mode. But no such sacrifices are obvious to the public yet, making a launch day Battle Royale seem difficult to pull off. With the publisher revealing that they expect lower sales for this year's COD game, a standout BR is exactly what the title needs to exceed those meager expectations. The original plan for Call of Duty Battle Royale was that Treyarch would get the ball rolling, and year after year each developer would add on to that existing foundation. But with Black Ops 4 having a neglected BR and seemingly no foundation to build upon, this dream seems to be just a fallacy. But let's not get too deep into the Battle Royale issue, as that could be a 30-minute video on its own. For the next soundbite we pulled from the Activision call, Activision CFO Dennis Durkin said this year's COD will, quote, appeal broadly to both existing and new fans, and called it a great step forward in the franchise and one that is also rooted in the franchise history. This is a great piece of information, as on the surface it seems innocent, but I feel it tells a lot about what we can expect from the game. The Rooted in History quote shows that this game will most likely bring back old iconic characters from previous Modern Warfare games, while also continuing to move the franchise forward. If Infinity Ward can find a way to blend the old with the new, they may be able to put out a game that triggers players' nostalgia while also engaging them with new and exciting gameplay and mechanics. Despite Activision's low expectations for COD 2019, a return to the Modern Warfare universe would generate so much hype in and outside of the community that the title alone would drive sales. Bringing back the features and mechanics that made the Modern Warfare games some of the greatest FPS games of all time should be priority number 1 for the team at Infinity Ward. While no official release date has been announced, we can expect that Call of Duty will go back to its usual early November release date, probably releasing on November 8th, as games tend to release on a Friday nowadays. Outside of smaller leaks and info releases from Activision, we probably won't see any information of this size from Activision again until E3 in June, where we will get full campaign, multiplayer trailers, and a possible full gameplay video. To end the video, I want to quickly talk about what I'm personally hoping Infinity Ward brings to the table with Modern Warfare 4. They have such a big opportunity with this upcoming title, especially following Black Ops 4's success, and I really hope they can deliver. The Modern Warfare name is an iconic title, and with that comes some responsibility on Activision's end. For Modern Warfare 4, I really hope we see some form of boots on the ground with maybe some alternative movement capabilities. Since it is Modern Warfare, I think this will force them to keep the game on the ground, as our modern technology doesn't have our soldiers double jumping and wall running all over the place. choice. Some of the mechanics that made Modern Warfare 2 so incredible were the application of fun and devastating kill streaks. MW2 at the time really innovated in this area of the game, and if they expect Modern Warfare 4 multiplayer to excel in the current BR-driven market, they need to reinvent the Call of Duty multiplayer experience. Infinity Ward needs to do exactly what they did with MW2, which was take the mechanics that worked well in the first Modern Warfare and reinvent them, essentially building on top of the foundation of a game they already knew was great. Modern Warfare took the perk system and expanded on it, giving us a wider choice of perks as well as the pro perk system. They also took the classic 3-5-7 kill streaks and expanded on those, giving us over a dozen streaks to utilize. You see what I'm getting at here? Modern Warfare 2 was successful because they recognized what worked in the first Modern Warfare and improved upon those mechanics. And this is what I hope we see with COD 2019. We will be getting more details in the coming months, and I'll be sure to update you guys whenever detail reveals like this are available. And that will do it for this video. Make sure you hit like, click or tap that subscribe button to become the heart of this gaming channel, and be a part of the conversation in the comments below by telling everyone what you think about the information released by Activision and your hopes for Modern Warfare 4. For more gaming analysis, news, reviews, and opinions, stay here on Ash Heart. And as always, thanks for watching.